Story time on how I did the do at school. This is a no judgment zone. Like, do not come in my like if you don't know what my page is about right now, you're gonna have to just scroll and come back when you're ready. So it was this dude, and it was my first love. This was my favorite first love, y'all. You'll be like, how many first loves you got? I only had 2. This was my first love. He also took my e-card, right? And he just had me like so hypnotized. Like, I did anything for that dude. Anything he told me to do, anything he wanted me to do. I cut everybody off. You can ask anybody that went to school with me. I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't have friends. I wasn't allowed to have friends. Like, I literally made a list of rules that he had for me. He was really strict. He did not play that. And whatever he wanted his program to be, I just went with it. I shut up and I did what he wanted me to do. That is crazy, but it's the truth. And I was at this like little school event or whatever that he was having at his school, and of course he could bring people. So like I was at this little event or whatever, and while we're waiting, we had to go to like an auditorium because I don't really remember exactly why. I just remember we had to go in there before like the event started, and it wasn't nobody in there but me, him, and like his homeboys type shit. Like, it wasn't really many people in there. So we like basically all the way in the back of the auditorium. His homeboys like down there type shit, and I don't really know. I guess he told them like, yo, I'm trying to blah 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 blah. So maybe he told them to leave. I don't really know, but they left. So that's what I'm kind of just thinking. And he told me, he was like, yeah, like we should do this, da da da. And I'm telling him like, no, like that's too far. That's too far. Like, it's cameras, it's all types of shit. Like, that's just anything can happen. Like, that's too far. But then again, I was like, well, it's not my school, so if I did get caught, and then that the school that he went to wasn't even in my district. Like, it was bad for us. So I'm kind of like, So we had to book it anyway, because like for the event, it was like I don't know what it was, but it was like something going on for like that whole week. It was like movie night, like arcade, like it was just a whole bunch going on, and that was movie night, so we had blankets and stuff. So they were like, oh, just act like we're like laying side by side, like don't sit on me because that's too suspicious, but like they would like sit side by side type shit, da 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 blah 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 blah. This is like what we did. I sat by him. We kind of played it off like we put the blanket on us, acting like I'm trying to like take a nap type shit. And I was like laying down and I had my iPad on, like watching stuff, like playing it off, you know, just in case it was cameras and stuff. Like, if they look at it, it's not too bad. And I turned to the side and that was that. That was that. And I know y'all be like, oh my gosh, you're such a whore. I was like, guys, back then I wasn't even a whore for real. Like, I guess if you want to call that me a whore, but like, I don't know, I was in love. Like, I don't know. And then if I said no, he probably was gonna beat the shit out of me. So I was like, okay, thanks for the story time.